Greetings, everybody. Well, it is Thursday, and today's verse we are going to look at Proverbs 1:10. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. And I think that this is the best verse, it's the key verse for this section, which is when sinners entice, when they come along. It reminds me of a few references real quick. I'll give to you, and then we'll end it for the morning. But write these down. Proverbs, what do we got? 16:29. A violent man entices his neighbor and leads him down a path that is not good. Deuteronomy 13:8. You must not yield to him or listen to him. Show him no pity and do not spare him or shield him. We have to be careful because they will lead us astray. And to shield them and protect them is to take part in what they do. But contrary to what Ephesians 5:11 says, have no fellowship with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them. 1 Corinthians 15:33. I use this a lot in counseling. It says, do not be deceived. Bad company corrupts good morals. When you hang around with sinners, more likely they're going to pull you off course before you pull them on. And so you don't want to hang out with sinners and go along with them. Yes, we evangelize to sinners and lost people, but we do not have fellowship with them. I encourage you to turn to 2 Corinthians chapter 6, 14, where it says, for what fellowship has light with darkness? It's that section. Romans 16:17. And although they know the ordinance of God, that those who practice such things are worthy of death, they not only do the same, but also give hearty approval to them who practice them. That's Romans 1:32, I'm sorry. Romans 16:17 says, now, I urge you, brethren, keep your eye on those who cause dissensions and hindrances, contrary to the teaching which you learned, and turn away from them. Last, that is the last verse, apparently. Okay, so, what do we get from this? Well, when it says to do not give them consent, if you hang around with people that are lost and are engaging in sin, a lot of times they'll try to pull you into it, and they might make fun of you or call you names or what have you, but we are called to be a separate people, not to do the wicked things. We did those before. To continue to do them or to go back to doing them is to have not changed at all. But Scripture is clear that we put off that and we put on Christ. We're going to be surrounded by sinners as the world spins. The days go on. They get more evil. They don't get better. And, we get closer and closer to Christ's return. So we have to keep ourselves on track. And so that would be my prayer for you today as you read this verse in Proverbs 1:10. And think about the verses that I read to you. Hang around people that are going to be like you regularly for fellowship. It's good to preach. It's good to share the gospel with the lost people, but you don't want to be engaging in the same activities as them. They're going to listen to music that's disgusting and vile and perverse. They're going to be doing things. They're going to be the ones going out doing all these things at nighttime. People of the night, as you can read in 1 Thessalonians 5 versus day. We are to be day people. So, have your part where you can work in the same building with them at your job, but share the gospel, and then that's that. We don't engage in the sin, and though they make it look good and fun, we don't do that. And that's, one of the marks of a true Christian is one that does not go back to sin, because to go back to sin and do sin is folly to the true believer, and it's offensive to God, and it doesn't make him glad. So stick to the word, and when you have people around you that are not saved, don't do the things that they do, and give them the gospel. So today, just think about the verses that I gave you, meditate on them, and we'll be back tomorrow. And I hope that you're really enjoying these. And remember, bad company corrupts good morals. So think about that when sinners entice.